You open your eyes for the first time inside a nest perched high in the cliffs. The world is cold, damp, and already hostile. Around you, the cries of your siblings pierce the air, sharp and desperate. They are stronger, louder, more demanding. Every time your mother returns with food, they lunge forward with snapping beaks. You call out too, but your voice is thin, weak, almost swallowed by the wind. The scraps you get are never enough. Hunger gnaws at you from the inside, and it feels like the nest itself is rejecting you. One night, the wind howls louder than usual. The nest trembles. Shadows move in the distance. A massive shape circles overhead. An owl, silent and merciless. Your siblings panic, screeching and flapping useless wings. You stay silent, pressed against the sticks, heart hammering. The owl swoops, talons outstretched. It snatches one of your brothers and disappears into the black sky without a sound. The cries stop instantly. What's left behind is silence so heavy it feels alive. You understand something then. Fear keeps you alive. The days that follow are harsh. Storms tear across the cliff, and the nest sways like it might break apart any second. When rain falls, it chills you to the bone, soaking your feathers until you shake uncontrollably. But worse than the weather is the hunger. Your mother doesn't always return. Sometimes she is gone for hours, sometimes for a full day. When she does return, she looks exhausted, her feathers torn, her body thin. The food she brings barely feeds one chick, let alone two. Your remaining sibling is stronger, more aggressive, always reaching the food first. You realize quickly that strength doesn't matter. Strategy does. You begin to watch, to learn, to time your cries so that your mother's head turns to you before your sibling. And for a moment, just for a moment, you taste victory. But victory attracts jealousy. Your sibling grows restless, angry. It begins to shove you aside, peck at you, strike when your mother isn't looking. Each hit hurts, each wound stings, but you don't fight back. Instead, you endure. At night, when your sibling finally sleeps, you stay awake, watching the shadows crawl across the cliffside, listening to the distant screeches of predators. Fear sharpens your senses. You begin to notice patterns. When your mother flies in, what sounds signal danger, how the sky changes before a storm. Knowledge becomes your weapon. Then the worst night arrives. The sky splits with thunder, and lightning illuminates the world in violent flashes. The wind is so strong the nest almost tears free from the cliff. You cling to the brittle sticks, claws locked, feathers pressed flat. Your sibling shrieks, trying to stand against the wind, and in one blinding instant, it's gone. Snatched by the storm, tumbling into the darkness below. You are alone now, truly alone. Fear and grief mingle in your chest, but survival whispers louder than sorrow. When the storm clears, silence returns. The nest is half destroyed, barely holding together. Your mother doesn't come back that day, or the next. You wait, calling out, but the sky stays empty. Hunger grows unbearable. Your body feels weak, your head spins, and the nest seems smaller every hour. You know if you stay, you will die. The cliff below promises death too. But maybe the air can hold you. You stretch your fragile wings, trembling, and leap. The fall is immediate, violent, a rush of air that steals your breath. You flap desperately, wings slapping the air, but they don't catch. The ground rushes closer. Just before the rocks, a gust of wind lifts you, throws you sideways into a thorny bush. Pain blooms across your body, but you are alive. Crawling out, you see the world below the cliff for the first time. The forest stretches endlessly, dark and alive with sounds you don't recognize. Everything is bigger, louder, more dangerous. Your mother is gone. Your sibling is gone. All you have is yourself. Each shadow could be a predator, each rustle a threat. Hunger forces you forward, deeper into the forest, where the trees twist like claws and the night is full of watching eyes. You scavenge scraps, insects, anything you can swallow. Sometimes you hear the low growl of beasts that stalk just out of sight. Sometimes you hear wings above, too heavy and too silent to be anything but hunters. Every moment is a gamble. Every choice could be your last. But something changes inside you. You grow sharper, faster, more cunning. You learn where danger hides. You learn how to trick other birds, how to snatch food when they aren't looking. You learn to mimic sounds, calling out like a predator to scatter your rivals, leaving their spoils for you. Fear is still there, always, but it no longer controls you. It guides you. Still, the forest is merciless. You witness things that never leave your mind. Other chicks dragged from their nests, foxes tearing into fallen fledglings, snakes coiled silently, waiting. Death is everywhere, waiting to claim you. Yet you keep moving. Each night you find a new place to hide. Each morning you rise again. Wings a little stronger, mind a little sharper. You were born weak, small, almost forgotten. But fear made you careful. Hunger made you ruthless. Loss made you relentless. And as you perch now on a jagged branch overlooking the forest, the wind pushing at your feathers, you realize something chilling. You are no longer prey. You are becoming the thing to be feared.